former county court Judge Jeffrey Swartz and former acting ICE Director John Sandwig. Good to have you both. Thank you very much. Your Honor, did she break the law?
I think she crossed the line. I think that this is a difficult situation. I think she lost her temper. She wasn't happy about what was going on. She did something she shouldn't do. And I think if you read the statute as it is, she attempted to help him evade being arrested after she was made aware that there was actually a warrant for this particular person. However, I think the government overstepped their bounds in the way that they've handled this with this judge. Generally speaking, a judge who would do something like this, first they would go get an indictment, then a warrant, and then make an arrest. They would not arrest her, release her, let her come back for her first appearance hearing, and make the kind of presentation that they did of her. So I think they overstepped their bounds too. That was intended to intimidate other judges.
Well, but hold on, Your Honor. One is style, one is substance, okay? You know the old expression, you may have the right to do it, but is what you did right? That's a style commentary.
Well, I would say that about the same thing. I would say that the same thing about what the government did. It was more than just that. Instead of going and getting a judge to issue a warrant, they issued an administrative warrant. They did it all on their own because they didn't want anybody else determining probable cause.
But why didn't she let them arrest the guy?
I'm not saying that she was right in doing that. I think that it was a fit of temper on her part to seeing the ICE agents all over her courthouse. I didn't say that that was wrong. I'm just saying I think she had a temper tantrum.
Yeah. So, John, what are the ICE agents, the Gestapo now? Like, you know, what's going on here when a judge sees ICE agents for a guy who she's got before her for hitting his wife or his domestic partner, and it pisses him off? What does that tell you?
Yeah, Chris, I would like to see the ICE agents just pick him up outside the courthouse or pick him up as he leaves the courthouse. During the Obama administration, as you know, during the Biden administration, we had sensitive location policy. You couldn't arrest people in courthouse. I think there are good reasons for that. I'm not here to defend this judge. I agree with the judge. I think she overstepped here. I think there are other ways to lodge her objections. But at the end of the day, look, as you say, is ICE the Gestapo? I think the problem here is for ICE, and what bothers me the most, Chris, is that the Trump administration keeps putting them at the tip of the spear on these highly charged cases in a way that's very difficult from a reputational perspective for the agency to ever recover from. But look, I don't think there are any winners on this particular case.
I don't know, fellas. I mean, I understand what you're both saying is cogent and logical and to a certain extent obvious. But I see like each of the points in reverse, that ICE is doing a job that they were kept from doing by the last administration 10 different ways. People voted for it and they want it. Are they being hyper aggressive, almost caricatures of some kind of goon squad running around? Yeah, maybe, because there's a default to the muscularity of approach. But, Your Honor, either you respect the law or you do not. If you want a principled position, how do you take high ground legally and do what this judge did?
I'm not even going to defend that position that she's taking a higher ground. She doesn't have a higher ground here. The bottom line is, yes, there's a better way to do this. Most courthouses, most chief judges don't want police officers taking action against people in the courthouse. They want it done outside. It is disruptive. It disrupts what's happening in court. It disrupts things in the courthouse. And I think there is a better way to do it. There really is.
Yeah. Now, look, again, this is all about optics at this point. If they really prosecute this judge for what was basically like, hey, you're not supposed to be in my face and doing this in the courtroom and you guys know it, then it will wind up probably, being a backlash to the government. We'll see. But, Your Honor, thank you very much. John, I appreciate your perspective both. Thank you, fellas. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.